guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Maddie, or AGAINSTWAVES, whatever you would like to call me. Today I'll be talking about my tattoos, about the pain scale, how much they were, any future plans, what I do to like take care of them, I guess, or like moisturize them so they won't itch as much, or like I could stand going without like scratching at them. So my first tattoo ever was this little cactus right here. That one was $50. That was like my most like expensive tattoo for like a little one, which like they kind of overcharged me, but it was fine because I was like a senior in high school and I didn't know any better. So I was like, okay, you know, the more expensive it is, you know, the better it's gonna look, and you know, I trust this guy. So I was like, okay, whatever. So I got this one. For this, it took about, I want to say 20 minutes, 30 minutes, not that much honestly, if like a rough guess from what I remember. It didn't really hurt that bad, but being my first tattoo, I'm like, ow, you know. That's pretty much it for my little cactus. My next tattoo was this one. I got this in December. It's a little crane, and it's Starry Night from Van Gogh. And I got that because I'm a big Van Gogh fan, and that's one of my favorite paintings. So I'm like, you know what? Fuck it, let's do it. So I did. This was $60. Compared to everything else, I'm like, this really didn't hurt, but after being like passing 2 years, I'm like, okay, you know, this hurts. But like comparing to everything now, I'm like, that was nothing. Yeah, it's really colorful. That was like my first color tattoo, and that's what made me want to get this one and my other moth over here. So that was that. It got really tender around over here and over here. But besides that, it was fine. I want to say that took about an hour and like 10 minutes, which is not that bad. But it's really detailed, and I really like it. That's why I got it done. So, my next tattoo was my roses, my traditional roses on my shoulder and part of my back. At first, I got the line work for these. That took like about 4 hours. I was like, you know, we were trying to finish this in one day, but I usually get lightheaded with when I lose a lot of blood, so we were going on for like a good like 4 hours. We were taking like a few little like 3-minute breaks until like I started to get really lightheaded, and I like almost fainted, which is like super stupid, but that happened. I really didn't eat a lot that day, which is something that you shouldn't do. You should like eat a good meal before you get a tattoo. But you know, we just did the line work. I'll put some pictures up in here to show you guys what that looked like. And then I think I was supposed to get it like finished up 2 weeks after that, but I went in and they're like, it's not ready, and if we do tattoo, you know, we don't want it to scar. So I waited another 2-3 weeks, almost a month, because I had like money problems, and I'm like, okay, priorities. Tattoo could wait. And then that's when we finished it up, and I think it looks super cute. I love wearing like low top like things like this, because then it just shows it, and like I love showing off this tattoo because it's just so pretty, and I just love how it all like comes together, kind of. I'm thinking about adding more here, but that's not gonna happen anytime soon. For this, what hurt the most was this rose right here, and this around the bone right here. Obviously there's the bone right, like the shoulder right there, so that's gonna be really like hard, and that hurt the most. And the shoulder right here, I was just closing my eyes the whole time, being like, oh, just let this be over. And right here, this rose was the most painful one. This one was like okay, and this one was okay until I got to like the ones right here. So that was that. And remember how I said that I went in like 2 weeks after like getting the line work done, and they're like, oh, it's not ready, we don't want it tattoo you yet because we don't want this scar to look ugly. That's when I got this guy. So, a lot of people think it's a butterfly, but it's actually a moth. At first I just had everything but the red right here. So this was all like shaded black, and then this was left blank, which I probably should have left these out, but you know, shit happens. So I'm like, it looks kind of blank compared to everything else, because I'm not like, I don't want to leave anything blank, because this, I want this arm to be my colorful arm. Ignore this one. I might get this covered up eventually or get it colored in. I'm not sure yet until I make my mind up. This is gonna stay like this, but this is when I got this done. Yeah, pain wise, this kind of hurt, and this over here, because it's getting closer to the beach right here. So that was pretty painful. And yeah, you know, I might like fix it up a bit, because I feel like in some parts it's really it looks kind of weird, very healed weird. And I do plan on adding more on this arm. This was about, well, like, he gave it to me for free because he's like a friend of mine, but yeah, he gave it to me for free, but I gave him $100 tip, so that was $100, I guess you could say. My roses, I forgot. This was the line work was 170, 175, I think. Because altogether it was 350, so half of that. And then once I went in to get it colored, it was like the other half, which was 350 in total. And my most recent one, I'm in love with it. This was $360 with the tip. I recently got this done last Thursday, which was 5 days ago. It's already peeling, and it's super itchy. I have no idea how itchy it is. I've been like wanting to like itch at it and like scratch it, but I'm like, okay, no, you can't do that. So I've just been like, okay. What's helping me with this? It's taking showers and just like putting like cold, like a little bit like room temperature water, and then just like kind of like lightly scrubbing it, not like hard, just like lightly like that, to like kind of itch at it, but not really. And I've been also using Aquaphor. I use all this for all my tattoos. I'm starting with this, my crane right here. I didn't use that with my cactus one because I didn't know any better. So I use Aquaphor for all of those. Pain wise, ooh, I don't know why, but I always feel like every time I get a new tattoo, I'm like, oh, this hurt, like, but compared to like, I know this hurt, like, it's a lot compared to everything else. But once I was getting this one done, because he did mostly everything with lining needle, so like it just like it felt more sharp, and that's why it hurt most. But the part right here, I wanted to cry, especially for the shading. I could not stand it, like, at all. Especially right here, this whole like bottom flower right here, it hurts so bad. Over here it was fine until he got to the, where's the highlight right here. That hurt a lot because it just liner needle and it's super sharp, and he was like actually doing a line instead of just little dots everywhere. Just what that looks like. It's obviously gonna look a lot nicer once it's like completely healed and not peeling and like looking all weird. But yeah, those are my tattoos. I do plan on adding more because you know, tattoos. What I've been thinking, like, like, you know how I mentioned that I wanted it maybe like get this colored in or get it covered up. What I was thinking, like, lately, before I got this one, I was thinking about koi fish. Going up and somehow blending it in with my roses somehow. And I'm really into like water signs, like somewhere there. But I was thinking about a koi fish with like maybe little cherry blossom flowers or sakura flowers, whichever one, and like little waves around it to cover this one up. It would swerve like this. That was an idea that I still like, and I am holding on to it, but just, you know, need time, because I've been working on a lot like lately, so I need time. And you know, I have money, but need time. Another thing I was thinking about is something with this. I was thinking about adding a compass, like a traditional compass. Everything in this arm is going to be colored. A traditional compass right here, followed up with a bee over here. Like, it would kind of go this way. So a compass, a bee, and then like a rope with the compass, and honeycomb patterns, and maybe like some leaves around it, like no flowers or anything like that. I'm like a fucking gardener at this point. Yeah, I'm still thinking about that. This is the koi fish, probably the first thing that I would get if I get it. And then this, I do want to fix this one up because I feel like at some parts it looks really weird, and like it makes me a little bit self-conscious because I really do like my tattoos, but like especially this one. But I'm like, I want it to look like the way I thought it would have looked. Another idea that I had before getting this was like a chess piece, kind of, not really. It was just like a rose going up here. I don't know if you guys know Snitchery, but she has one something like that. Not exactly her type of like rose, but because hers is more like a little bit more traditional. But I wanted to get something like more like this, into like right here. Not that big, but like maybe something like here, right here. I've been thinking about that, but I'm not sure if I would get it because I had to like, you know, could you look at that the rest of your whole life? And I'm like, I don't know. So I'm just still thinking about that. Aside from that, I'm pretty sure I will add more things like my thighs, which is something I really been wanting to do, like on the side. But at this point, I really don't know yet. So just gonna see what I come up with. I'm really impulsive. I got this like the day before. I'm like, okay, you know, I want to get a tattoo, and then the day after that, like, I went in. So if I get more tattoos, I'll keep you guys updated. If you guys have any questions, any comments, leave them down below. Subscribe if you like. I will try to make more videos. I know this is my first video, and I'm like really new to YouTube. I've been wanting to make YouTube videos for a long time, but I really couldn't. Not really couldn't, but I just didn't know how. So I'm just like, you know what? Okay, do it. What else? I will post like tattoo related videos, piercing videos related, hair dyeing videos, which are like my favorite thing to watch and that I've been really into, because I dye my own hair. Hence what this is going on. I did this last night, so I was like a full-on brunette until this happened. If you guys want to see a video about that, just let me know. Subscribe if you would like, and I'll see you guys next time.